总之，先帮他到底叫什么来着？艾利克斯吗？还是什么的？先帮他，对，现在应该是帮他去。他找到一个朋友了，很久不见的朋友，然后朋友要他帮一个忙，所以我们先帮他。艾利克斯吗？不对，菲利克斯，乱记一通。好，请问，要去 PT 折号是不是？好，走。你没有顺利上来，再来。太晚发现了。我的狙击不知道要不要改目镜2000呢？应该是不用了。我觉得现在狙击很够用啊。我狙那么远，我会忘记他们尸体掉在哪，我就不能去捡尸了。
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
OK， 现在要去 BD9号。
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Groundbreaker。我来看看哪里啊？蛮近的，那直接出去吧。A 里跟就这2个 ，Go。Fresher Bros of the Hammersmith Thunder。什么卡麦隆哦，卡麦隆还有卡兰 Hammersmith invite you to come to see the greatest tossball back of all time. Okay.
So you're really running around with us now, huh?
Sure am. I'm a part of the crew now. Got my own bunk and everything.
You know, Felix, now that you're a real pirate, I should induct you into the Pirate's Code of Silence.
Ooh, the Code of Silence. What's that?
It means you agree not to talk for a very long time.
艾丽真的很靠北，但是我喜欢他这样。罗莎娜，这里？我怎么以前没见过罗莎娜 ？You
mind trying to have a moment here? Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something?
Oh?
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. You're telling me you're on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson?
Yeah.
All right. Gonna take your word
这
for
个
it.
很容易相信哎，说服了什么就
Rufus
可以
is。hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
这股还有几件事想问啊。
Please, just make it quick.
你看，对啊，
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
他也成为歹徒了。
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
So Clyde sent Trask the same message he sent me. What's the problem?
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus. Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order. No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I. Appreciate it. No offense meant, just been a long day is all.
哦，不错诶，这样我就刚好去翡翠星有2个任务可以解，对不对？可是是可以同时带2个人下去啊，只是我算了，我先去解一个，之后再去解另外一个好了。其实他不是只有说他在翡翠星上面吗？是说翡翠星在哪？是地行星2吗？还是？ 在这里啊！
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
在这里。哦，请问另外一个嘞？那里，好，是有两个不一样的地方，好，可以。 请问要怎么进去那边啊？我怎么不记得这边有地方可以进去？那些机器人也是广告打很大哎。 Island of Murder。好了，好了，我睡到早上好了。我不喜欢在白天，不喜欢在白天工作。每天要让我睡觉啊。 我在那里。我操，这要怎么过去啊？I don't know， 反正走走看。什么路啊？我的，哦shit！
Easy now.
我这应该直接冲过去，全部就，这很烂哎，超弱。
Oh, that's the last of him.
对啊，我靠呗，这边有山洞哦。哦，这不是山洞，好。我把你，我从来不知道这边有洞穴啊，好酷哦。对啊，等级4哦，很多哎。
Right.
来，新北从来不知道海豚谷的地方，像有我没逛到的地方也太扯了吧！东西都是超前期的，笑死！哦，找到了。保存一下。我就看看你们都在搞什么事。很多人哦。
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
猜得不错。没有了，我讲一下。
Former wife. And if you so much as hurt a hair on Rosanna's head, I will put you in the ground.
派你。
Yeah, okay. I'm having a conversation with a hired killer, but I'm supposed to relax. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying. How do I know that I can trust you? You've got good instincts, then. You were right not to trust Harlow. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All the palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found out. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
其实也不是猜不到啦，就是他做事的确合理，缺乏了一点合理性啊。他讲的格局很大，但是他在做的事情的格局很小。
Say your piece.
Yeah.
Board sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse. Because he's for sale, anything the board can buy, the board will buy, and that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being.
Oh.
Sounds like a deal to me.
白道就对了 ，OK。
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task. I squandered my chance. If I were a more patient man, I might have confronted Harlow, evidence in hand. But I got in his face, and we came to blows. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent. Take it you've made up your mind. You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude. Mulling it. You need...
没事没事。那你觉得怎么？
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud than it did in my head. I'm not sure what to think right now. You told me to be suspicious, but I never imagined Clyde would stoop to informing for the establishment. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying to shift the blame. Yeah, well, we let him live. Let's hope we don't have to make 2 trips. None of this is making a lick of sense to me right now. I think we need to have a word with Clyde.
先去找那个什么来着？我把这线跑完再来跑纽卡的线好了。
Captain, Felix and the vicar are arguing again.
好啦，等一下。我升级了，好爽。Monarch. Spencer Woolridge。Tough amazing episode。修软性的确是蛮危险的啦，修软性有点硬。OK。Volk。他说藏在一个通风管里面，那请问我要怎么去那个通风管？Does anyone tell me？ 这里啊。
We need to have a word. Looks like Trask was telling the truth. It's all there. Receipts for services rendered, payments, records, ship manifests. Clyde was a pirate for hire, and the board was paying him off. In typical board fashion, they left a trail of receipts behind. Ain't that just ironic? That ain't the point, boss. I feel like Clyde's been taking us for a ride. I don't want to believe it, but I need to know. Clyde owes us some answers. Something about this don't add up. And I need to find out why.
走啊走啊，去跟他对峙。妈的，我那么强。对不起，马洛。如果要的话，我可能把你杀了。你很可爱，好不好？不是你的错。好，走。
What's the word? So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse.
Hope his gas bag's paying us by the hour.
I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end.
Trask had some things to say about you, and I've got my own misgivings.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
Yeah.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for. You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face. How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Here they come!
哎，可悲的哈洛。马洛啊！哎，结果还是死了，真的是很背的。
Make him regret it.
Huh? What was that? The mess was the best.
We the best.
Nice and easy.
好了，你没有对我怎样，我就不对你怎样，好不好？
What was that? That does it. Time for a drink. Their mistake. I need cover!
结果还是死了，真是。我怎么醒来呢？醒来你就会死啊！不应该醒来的啊，哥哥。可怜呐。好了，先回船上上吧。To bed。 友情乾納賽。希望可以升级，好吧？升级的话，我就可以那个了啦，好吧？我就可以玩那个了，应该可以吧？我觉得。
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
我怎么会知道？
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
赞呐！其实这种东西，这应该是他讲的吧？
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me. I just hope I never turn out like that. Selling my soul for a fistful of bits. I ought to thank you for that. Keeping me on the straight and narrow. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Yeah. 可以了，可以升级了，可以强化了，可以强化了，好爽，好爽。Yeah, bruh。100。哦，科学100。自律啊。
Status report. 13 jobs scheduled for area maintenance.
我可以疯狂强化我的东西了，好爽！好了，先拆解。拆掉，拆掉，拆掉，拆掉。好了，强化，强化。来，这个不知道强化可以强化到多少啊？减41，超爽！呵呵。哦，好，我去，我爆炸了，修理修理。我也可以强化一下那个吧。强化到20级了。OK， 我觉得我现在很强了，我现在应该超强，对。然后我要去那个，不对，我要去，不是，我要去找他的战友们。
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Yeah. Let's do this. 你有感，走走走，好爽啊！这样我那一把应该超强的，基本上应该没有人可以把我干掉了。不一定啦，别人可以把我干掉，但我也可以把别人干掉，互爆啊，小牛队啊，没事。shit， 都。走。这地方我好像来过，对不对？
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
好像没有办法不杀任何一个人。算了，我先储存，我先储存。好像还是要杀光光，是不是？哦，管他的。 跟他 OK。这里面
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there? Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Oh no.
Oh no. What did you do?
Uh-oh. This looks bad.
Yeah， 医生都这么讲了。虽然是这样，但我还是先拿东西，好不好 ？What the hell？ 发生什么事了？丽贝卡。数据平板屏幕荧幕或者按钮临终前留下的文字。脑子出了毛病。
They were... The bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. I'd leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
静啊，纽卡！我等你冷静一点，我就跟你讲话。好，你应该冷静。
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, break her to know the truth. Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick. That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
这任务还有后续吗？有欸。恶臭后甲骨猿是在哪？他说他在斯库拉，对不对？是之前好像是不是之前我经过那个他妈长得有够大，然后我完全不敢去 完全不敢去碰他的那些。应该是哦，我现在超强了，现在随便干都干得死吧。妈的，之前在那边躲躲藏藏，现在直接去打爆你。我现在已经超万跳100耶！你后甲有什么用？我直接无视你，对不对？等下啦，斯库拉，斯库拉。
Destination reached. Scylla.
Scylla。我看看，有新的专场可以升了，赞哦！看一下。这个你们有用的，我不想让你们一直死掉啊！你有干？看看哦，在哪里？
Stay safe out there.
就去就好了，哈哈。我以为要选呢。好，等我一下，我看个讯息。唉。就我这么远啊！先保存一下。很远呢，我家古猿的腺体，在这里射个位，哈哈。好了，我在哪里射？我看看好。啊！丁。
Mess with us?
妈的，超多！你吓个半死，去外干爆啊！好吧。喂。
I'll keep it down.
2重后加古猿，我看一下你多少血啊？才2000多，那可以。好嘞， 忘记换子弹，好，可以。绝顶升天真的很强欸。可能这里是什么？之前好像没来过这，看一下。什么地方啊？这什么？战力大砍刀。对，这仪器的什么鬼的？呵呵。怎么了？
Salutations. This unit's primary function is excavator. Owner, Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Other functions include dialogue, limited current active commands, excavation. That is all. This unit is removing rock matter in search of minerals, metals, and other forms of matter designated valuable. Brevity identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss excavation at greater length, but does not wish to strain its daily charge. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will store this exchange in its memory banks.
Wow.
Always. Greetings, Junior Excavator.
Okay, fine. 第一次发现有这个地方就是很酷了。128米，快到了，快到了。嘿，对呀。
Here we go.
What?
Ready for more.
Damn, damn.
I'm warmed up now. Nice one.
做不到了。这我真也没来过。 探索一下这里啊。这里有什么吗？绿绿的，这种那些气泡茶 ，OK。开锁的，就这样。等等，就这样。Seriously？ 那上了什么东西我可以去看吗？没有地方可以上去之类的吗 ？OK。这可以上去。看起来上不去啊。哈哈，好了，应该上不去。这很多奇怪的地方，然后我还出不去。看走后面有什么东西？没想到有人会走后面吧？好吧，我上次好像就走后面。对，我上一次就走后面，笑死。或者是过来边缘走，看会不会发现什么。这就是所谓的地球化那个吧？超过那个范围就嗝屁了。谢谢你，让我不用走路哦。人也太好。请问这边我要怎么走进去啊？好像没地方进去。这是什么？大长腿号。这个可以进去啊。铁链呢？ Yeet. You got it.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up? Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
Charon.
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are. It's an old cave system we tried to turn into an encampment. You'll see when we get there.
Vad är man cool?
Fucking right we are.
Va? 回去吧，回去吧。对，我要拆东西。那九度真的掉得够快的。
Sam, my vacuum tubes require evacuating. No, not those. The ones in port. Yes, there. Thank you. And while you're at it, could you switch my bind? We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
对不对？为什么身上这么重啊？等一下，三小。哦，我就放一些衣服，放完感觉还是很重啊。那才6块啊，还好吧。这真的是好东西。 我也没捡到什么重要的。
What a mess!
What a mess! 好了，他要我去哪？好啊，好啊。走走走。CMP。 等下就把那些东西卖掉吧。一大堆什么后夹之类的，应该是那个重吧？感觉。Best result. 我进得去吗？红队，妈的！往没进，往没进。我买东西啦！我操，卖东西耶！ 那地方可以卖东西吗？哦，算了算了算了。嗯。过去。
Like a wrapped in my right fire!
Yeah. 好了，请问你家要怎么走？这里有路，应该在这里吧？哦，你家很帅欸。哦，你家前面很多死人呢。
Here we go. I haven't set foot in here since.
Oh. 来，先看一下任务目标哦。不要跟我说你叫地雷什么之类的。 我不在那。不，欧博R9，刚好60，还好。那人家的克拉拉，你有看，你真的是所谓的幸存者哎！你是佐助是不是啊？都刚好60哎，太善良了吧！
Got nimble fingers, Captain.
不想拿圣水，有学。女长老。
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. Mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. First night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur. Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable. More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong. Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Returning fire!
我怎么过重？吓死我了！看，不要来乱啊！ shit！ 哦！搞定！哎呀！哦！没事。三不溜丢先生。搞定了。好了，去跟你讲话，等一下。然后过重了。然后我跟你讲。
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
没事。
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
OK 啊。
What? Why? It's painful memories, Captain.
对啊。
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
没事。你本不应有此结局，至少你同战友魂归一处。你因无悔的追寻而死。太浪漫了吧，这个。与我情同手足之人，长命之死。你还好吧？
What did I tell you? Harlow's down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
要突然出戏了，你在讲之前那件事啊？好。
Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy. Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
是我对你有兴趣啊。
Sure I can. In fact, I bet you I live a lot longer. Well, let me know how that works out for you. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony? You're right. The point is that self-interest is like self-pleasure. No one wants to admit it, but everyone has a hand in it. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
You know, I've been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a permanent arrangement. Part of my contract? That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the stability of your future. And to be honest, I'm about sick of sleeping on bar stools. So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep shooting at the things you point at.
那我指你可不可以？好，没有。
Perish the thought, Captain.
好了，走吧。没留给你们。没有。 扫墓都是要带一些祭品的嘛。我去看一下那边有没有东西可以捡啊。有东西可以捡，我就走了。 看起来没什么东西耶，走，走了走了，我回，哎靠，这里不能转移啊，妈的，好，走吧 ，Phineas。 Nice。好了，回布鲁克，我回去吗？还是算了？算了，我去见一下那个王八蛋好了。我去见一下 Catherine， 看她有没有事情给我。 Defeat our foes. 我回来了。啊，那个边走边想的家伙还在吗？还在。
Not now. I'm walking and thinking. I'm thinking while I'm
walking. OK， 好，你还在想，继续想，没关系。我不是要找你。
Knock knock.
Go away, White.
That's not how the game works. I say.
You shopping for... You bloody it?
可以买了没？也可以买了。哑光束的狙击枪。没有，比较屌，没有，没有比较屌，算了。我找一下他。
Judging from the blood spatter on your shirt.
好像也没什么事情。好，算了，回飞船吧。
Said you docked 3 days ago?
What did I tell you? It's not crazy.
对不对？我要去买东西呀、忘记了。shit。
Crew member.
菲利克斯，你也不要给我倒下。帕尔瓦里。纽卡斯有获得什么特殊能力吗？一体同心，暴击力加10%。
Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
再去看一下你们房间有多什么东西啊？这是 Maxi 吗？还是？不是。
Hey, Matt. You really think we all have a purpose? That everything happens for a reason?
But not anymore.
Then, wait, why do you sound so calm? Aren't you getting annoyed?
Not in the least. But I do apologize. It sounds like I have annoyed you.
Fine, be that way.
你就现在我还是搞不清楚艾莉到底想干嘛。
Don't mind the mess.
没介意啊，没介意。对。这是这一间。太重了啊！把那个卡片收集起来。其他都可以拿来卖。哎，不对，企业奖也收起来。差不多这样吧。冰宫不要招惹太阳。先做一点无聊的事情好了。
Welcome back, Cap. How? What part? Where? Byzantium is reputed to be the cream of the crop of Halcyon's residents. We're sure to stick out like a sore thumb. Yes. Byzantium is the crown jewel of Halcyon. All the colony's opulence, elegance, and decadence is concentrated in a single city.
Oh.
To say its inhabitants are immensely and disproportionately well-to-do would be an understatement. Colloquially referred to as gold bloods, most of Byzantium's dwellers will never step outside the city's walls. Conversely, for many Halcyon colonists, the city is a faraway dream. I am sorry to report, Captain. The Minister of Earth has fallen ill, again, and will have to postpone his goodwill tour of the colony. Yes. Noted, Captain. I shall endeavor to be more, as the humans say, chatty in the future. According to Colony News, he's suffering from an outbreak of cystipox and has been quarantined for public safety. The Minister is expected to make a full recovery and resume working closely with the Chairman of the Board soon. However, I find it of note that in the past 52 cycles, the Minister has been reported ill 27 times, suffering from 10 different ailments. Sir, what would you like to hear? It's been scientifically proven that those with more birthdays live longer.
Oh,
as you wish, Captain. Certainly, Captain. Now playing a spacer.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
My pleasure. As you wish. What part? Where? Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
It's not the best choice. It's Spicer's choice. 好了，我去那个什么来？我去一下水岸，好不好？
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
What did I say? 带这个家伙去啊！我去看一下那个叫谁来着嘞？他管理的好不好？那谁？那个老阿嬷忘记叫什么名字了？看他管的还不错，还是怎样？所以买东西给他。 等一下去完这个，去见完他之后，应该今天就先差不多了。
Battery's been running at full capacity.
We'll get you. Coming right up.
Yeah. 全部卖给你。 Yeah， 一身轻。
Something got you down?
哦，阿德莱德。
Time changes all things. Even Reed's stranglehold over Edgewater must inevitably yield to the attrition of time. The garden will bloom anew. I have plans to transform the old cannery into a nursery, with crops enough to feed a town. But of course, and now we have a whole cemetery to ourselves. Start anew. Edgewater will become the town it was meant to be, a place where we live in harmony with the world, where none of us writhe under the whips of corporate masters. A place where all are welcome, except for Reed supporters, of course. Saltuna was making the town sick. From now on, if anybody's hungry, they may feast from the bounty of the soil.
现在是有点想把你杀了，真的不是很喜欢你。好了吧，我储存一个，然后就把它杀了。
Are you crazy?
Here we go! We did it!
妈的，欠打，操！降多少？我看看，我看我这样把它干掉之后降多少。One Leo。